This is a wiring diagram app for Android, and there is nothing to install. It is running right here in Chrome on an Android phone. No Play Store, no download, no login. You just open a link. If you search for a wiring diagram app for Android to pull up on your phone or tablet, this is the honest answer. It is a browser web app, the kind that opens in the Chrome you already have, not a native app you download from the Play Store. And on Android, that is a real advantage. Let me show you real wiring diagrams on an Android with screen in about 10 seconds. Here is where most Android wiring apps let you down. The ones in the Play Store want to download, storage, an account, and permissions before you have seen a single line, and half of them are just static picture galleries wrapped in ads. But think about when you actually need a wiring diagram. You are at the wall, at the panel, out at the junction box, phone in one hand. You do not want to sit through a Play Store install and a sign up. You want to open a tab and have the diagram there. So the tool for that job needs 3 things. It has to run in plain Chrome on any Android phone or tablet. It has to load real diagrams, house wiring, switches, outlets, panels. And it has to work with touch, pinch to zoom, drag to pan, tap to select. Quick, honest note before we open it. This app is ours. I will show you exactly what it does on Android and where it stops, because it is a browser web app, not a native Play Store app, and I'm not going to pretend it is one. Here it is on an Android with screen. One URL, CircuitDiagramMaker.app/try, straight into Chrome. And because it is a modern web app, Android lets you add it to your home screen. Tap the menu, add to home screen, and now it opens full screen with its own icon, just like a Play Store app. And once it is loaded, it works offline. Now the part that matters, real wiring diagrams loaded on the phone. This is a house wiring diagram, open straight from a link. Supply, switches, outlets, the light fixtures, the ground. A real layout rendered right in the Chrome tab. No PDF to download, no manual to buy. And it is not a flat picture. Pinch to zoom in on a junction. Drag to pan across to the panel. Everything stays crisp because it is drawn as vector, not a screenshot. So zooming in to read a tiny label actually works on a small Android screen. There's a whole public library like this. Light switches, outlets, 3-way switches, subpanels, ring circuits. Open any of them on the phone, free, and read them right there at the wall. And it is not read-only. This is a full editor in the browser, not just a viewer. Down the side is the symbol library, real electrical parts. Supply, switches, a light fixture, outlets, ground. Tap a symbol, tap the canvas, and it drops onto the grid. That is how you sketch a quick circuit, a switch loop, an extra outlet, right there on your Android phone. Wire 2 pins together, and the wire routes itself with clean right angles. Drag a component, and every wire connected to it follows. On a picture-only app, moving anything means the drawing falls apart. Here the connections are live, so you can actually reshape a circuit on a touchscreen, and it keeps up. Here is the one thing that separates this from every other wiring diagram app on Android. It can actually simulate the circuit. There's a real spice engine built into the page. The same Chrome tab, no extra app. Open Simulate, run a DC operating point, and live voltages and currents appear right on the diagram. Voltage on the supply side, a clean 0 at ground, real current in the branches. If you wired a switch wrong or fed something from the load side, the numbers say so on the phone in seconds before you ever touch a real wire. A picture gallery can never do that. This is a working tool, not a photo of one. Now the honest limits, because I would rather you hear them from me. This is a browser web app. You can add it to your Android home screen so it opens like an app and even works offline, but it is not a native app in the Play Store, and I'm not going to call it one. It is also not an OEM manual database. It will not pull the exact factory harness for one specific make and model. That is what a paid service database is for. What this does is let you read real wiring diagrams and draw and learn your own circuits free on any Android device with a browser. Different job. And because it is just a web app, it goes wherever your browser goes. The same link opens on your Android phone, your Android tablet on the bench, and a laptop at home. Same diagram. No install on any of them. Share a link, and a mate opens the exact same live diagram on their Android phone. No app to download on their end either. Export a PNG for free to drop it to a message or a build thread. The vector formats, SVG, PDF, and CD, sit on the paid plan. That is the business model, and I would rather tell you than have you find out. So, the honest verdict on a wiring diagram app for Android. If you want a native app that lives on your phone with no browser at all, or a licensed OEM database for one exact machine, this is not that. I have said so. But if you want to pull up real wiring diagrams on the Android phone already in your hand, no Play Store, no install, no login. Read them, zoom them, draw your own, and actually simulate them, all in a Chrome tab. This is hard to beat. It works on every device you own, and it is free to open. So do not take my word for it. Pull out your Android phone, open the link in Chrome, and load a diagram in your own browser. Add it to your home screen while you are there. If it is not the easiest wiring app you have used in the next 2 minutes, you have lost nothing. It was free, and there was nothing to install. It is at CircuitDiagramMaker.app/try on your Android phone right now. The link is in the description. Subscribe for a new wiring video every week. See you in the next one.